it is. There's the audio. Yeah, sorry. I was watching my own stream. That's what it is, and XSplit was throwing it back. So a lot of this is just actually going to be me working on the laptop. Feel free to post in chat. I have it up right there, so I'm going to be reading. If you guys want to chat with me, I'll talk. So that'll be cool. There's a slight delay, so if I don't get to it right away, that's probably why. So let's start getting into it. Basically, I already took the back plate off of the laptop. So that is all set. 10-second delay, yes. All right, so that's all set. Let me turn my lights down just so it looks better. There we go. All right, so the first thing that I really want to do is I'm going to take off the entire heatsink assembly just so that I can check out the fan and then also reapply the thermal paste. So feel free to post in chat. I'm reading. This is a weird screwdriver that I just got. It has all of the associated bits with it, but the only way it's magnetic is if I use this like flexible assembly with it. So it's going to look a little strange, but that's what it is. Am I into retro gaming? Define retro, because actually I stayed up really late last night playing Final Fantasy XII on a PS2 emulator. So if that's retro, then yes, I am definitely into retro gaming. But besides that, I actually do not have a lot of time for playing video games. So not a huge gamer, unfortunately. I used to be, but not anymore. Come on. So it looks like the entire heatsink is just one massive block for both the GPU and the CPU. So I have to remove everything all at once. 2005 and back. I don't know. What came out in 2005? I have no idea, man. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed PlayStation 1, if that counts. Like what games are you specifically thinking of when you talk about retro gaming? Like what do you play? And the reason, just to explain like why I need to replace the thermal paste is just because when I render out my videos, like I'm only getting 2.7 gigahertz, which is like the stock clock, but I want the boost clock while I'm rendering. So like, but it's thermal throttling to the point where that's not possible. So I need to unclip this fan. No, the PC's fine. The fan started ticking this morning, and so I was opening up, and then I just had the idea, hey, I should probably live stream. That might be good for everybody who wants to watch my content. So there's that. But it's working fine. Like honestly, my only complaint is the heat when I'm rendering, but it's not a big deal at all. Like I still get my renders done in a few minutes. I want to get this thing out, but it looks like I need to depress the clips, but I can't get both of them. Or do you just, no, you shouldn't just, do I wiggle it? PS1, GameCube, SNES, Game Boy Color Advance. Like I really enjoyed growing up and playing those games. Okay, I need to take this here. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? There we go. There we go. I'm going to take this tape off right here because it's kind of hindering me being able to get this plug out for the fan. Oh, that took that off. Okay, I'll fix that. There we go. All right, that's much better. The attachment is the Wi-Fi card attached here too? Do I need to? I do. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so like I really enjoyed growing up and playing PS1, like mainly into Final Fantasy and Gran Turismo. Those were my two main games. But like ever since PS3 came out, I really haven't gamed a whole lot on consoles. I played a lot of Pokemon back in the day. I think the last game I played though was like, what was it? Gold, silver, and crystal. I think. I think crystal was like the last one that I actually played. But I never owned a GameCube. I never owned a SNES. I actually have never played Mario, or I should probably take the battery out first. That might be a good idea. I've never played Mario or Zelda games. Like, I've never... The fan's not that bad, dude. Like, how much is this computer old? I got it in January? It's not that dusty. Maybe it is. I don't know. I've been having a lot of issues in my my like filming area with dust getting on everything. And so like if you look in the B-roll of my videos, there's quite a bit of dust like on my products, and I just don't know where it's coming from. So I mean, I know where dust comes from. It's my skin particles. But I'm not sure how it's accumulating so quickly. What am I doing? Okay. So all of this is delodged. That's good. That's good. This probably needs to come out over here. Is the audio okay, guys? Like, I just want to make sure the volume's all right. I had trouble with getting the volume correct. Okay. Do you idle or power it off? Do I idle or power off my computer, you mean? I just closed the lid. Okay. So that seems to be lifting up the entire assembly. Like, this is attached to the PCB somewhere. Not quite sure where that is. I should probably get this other fan off too. Okay, cool. Thanks. There's a little bit of a hiss. Yeah, that's... For some reason, my computer, the only way that you're able to hear me is if I turn up the gain, and that's like... That's just how it has to be for right now. So I'll work on that, but there's not much I can do at this point. All right. So it looks like I got this off. Oh, it's just stuck. There we go. Just brute force when it doesn't work, I suppose. There we go. All right, that's the Wi-Fi card needs to come off. There we go. I should probably that too. This is for the screen. You like the idea of the live stream videos? I do too. Yeah, I do live near Centurion side. Is that bad for dust? Like, is there just a lot of dust in the air? I'm not really used to living in a larger city. Like, the biggest place I lived was like 100,000 people, and I think Centurion's double that. All right, so there's the heatsink bracket. Now I need to clean this off, which I have rubbing alcohol for that, and some paper towels, which will probably leave some lint, but whatever. I don't need that in. Feel free to tell me if I'm doing anything wrong. Not that I'll necessarily care, because I do things the way that is usually more convenient rather than proper. Man, this thermal paste is like caked on there. Which is the same issue that I encountered with that Xbox One build I did where I put it in a master case. Like, that thermal paste was like caked on there. It was ridiculous. Like, I think I'm gonna have to use some sort of like screwdriver to pry this up. Let me see. I need a flathead to do this. So I actually have Telcom's. Oh crap. My Oculus fell down, so I had to put that back up. I have Telcom's Unlimited LTE, so that's what I'm using to stream right now. What thermal paste do you use? I have some Arctic MX4 Silver from Wootware they sent me because I'm doing a few reviews for them on the Rajan Tech CPU coolers that they have. So they sent me some thermal paste with that, so I'll just use that. We'll see if it makes an improvement. I'm not sure it will. But I'd rather try since I'm opening it up anyways to check on the fan. Squeaky. Jeez. There that goes. You put toothpaste on? I did the same thing once and I put toothpaste on it. You put toothpaste on your CPU? What? Of course it worked for a little bit. Like, you can run these things on open air for a little bit. It was a low watt CPU. This is crazy. Come on. Okay. Sorry, it's not very interesting. I'm just cleaning off thermal gunk. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Not sure how successful this would make, or how successful this would be. Yeah, my speeds on my internet are pretty okay. I get like 25 down and maybe 3 up on a good day, but usually like 1.5 to 2. Yeah, I would assume the toothpaste breaks down pretty quickly. All right, RMC videographers, enjoy the rest of your camping trip. Thanks for tuning in for a little bit. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know how much toothpaste costs here because my wife always buys it, but like this tube of MX4 is only like 99 Rand. Super cheap. Like, it's not really a bank breaking ordeal to buy thermal paste. Is the SSD upgradable? Yes, I upgraded it myself because it came with a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive, and I did not want that because I'd rather have speed in my drive. So that's a 1 terabyte Samsung 850 Evo, which is my storage drive, and then I also have a Samsung 950 Pro NVMe SSD 512 gig, which is my like operating system drive and where I keep all of my current projects, which works fantastically. Although, like, the main thing that really upsets me about this laptop is that I had to void my warranty in order to open the back panel, which is crazy because MSI has really been about, at least lately, talking about putting MXM modules in their laptops and like being designed for gamers, and like if I have to void my warranty in order to be able to work on my own device, like I'm not sure that's necessarily for gamers. Like use toothpaste to CPU, time to use thermal paste to wash your teeth. That would be an interesting video. I'm not necessarily against trying that. Although I should probably check if it's toxic. I'm not exactly sure what chemicals are in thermal compound. Alright. Just trying to get the remaining bits of, like, paper towel off. Gonna do something on the MSI Vortex. I am not sure. I actually don't... I haven't had any products sent to me from MSI, like this laptop I purchased myself. So, we'll see. I don't know. They've asked me to, like, be at the launch event in Cape Town, but I'm not sure I can afford it since I live in Centurion. So, we'll see. I'd love to get my hands on one, for sure. You don't want to void the warranty. Yeah, I didn't want to either, but I did it anyways. So, there's that. Okay. Here, let me move the camera. So, it was this fan that was giving me trouble. Like, I'm not sure what it was. It just started ticking all of a sudden. So, I was just going to check on it and see what's going on here. Although I'm not sure I can necessarily break into it. Let me move this aside. Put it on the floor. Alright, so it was this guy. How much did it cost you? I don't know. I actually don't remember. It wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that. But I use it as like my primary workstation for pretty much everything. I need a new screw head. Like, I had a 6700K in my laptop, or my desktop rather, and I just, the limitations of being tied to a desk were too great for me, so I replaced my desktop with the laptop. But it has a 5700 HQ, which is not as good as the 6700K, but it gets the job done, except for the thermal throttling. But that only affects the turbo boost, not its day-to-day performance. Grammar Nazis. Who's being a grammar Nazi? Warranty? That was... He said sorry, man. What's your problem? Can't you accept people's apologies? You what? Mine? Manine? Manine. There we go. Alright, so that's taken apart. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have any compressed air to clean this thing out, so it's just going to stay as dirty as it is. Or I could do that. Mine. That sounds really cool. Alright, that's probably as much as I'm going to get out of it. I should probably do the other one as well. So I assume everybody who's watching here is because, like, you're subscribed to me, right? I think the question... Put it on my AC. I don't have an AC. I live in South Africa. They don't have those here. At least, like, standard. Like, that's one of the things I really miss about the States was, like, you just had AC in every house. Like, that's it. But here, no. Like, I bought a window unit. Not a window unit, like a portable one. And that didn't work too well. But, yeah. Alright, gonna blow on this one now. Okay, that was pretty dusty. That was in there. That's gross. Alright. Oh, man. The dust. Okay, so you guys are here because you're subscribed to me. Like, I really want like honest, genuine feedback. But like, what do you guys enjoy most about my channel? And then like also, what do you want to see more of going forward? Because like I'm really committed to growing this channel as like a main thing in my life. It's just a matter of like making sure that my audience is getting what they want out of me. Like I want you guys to be part of the content that I'm creating and like telling me what you want. You're subscribed because of the HD 530 videos. Yeah, man, I just haven't had time. Like I've had so many products to review that I haven't had a good opportunity to do more videos on the HD 530. But I'm thinking really about starting a separate channel for that if I ever get time for that. Is it the first time that I clean my laptop? Yes, since I've had it, at least. I've opened it up before to install the SSD, but this is the first time that I actually have taken all of the dust out. Where's that guy who said that my stuff is dusty because I live in Centurion? Are you still here? Because I would like to know why that is the case. All right, so these are probably as clean as they're gonna get, at least with my limited lung capacity. So time to put them back. Do I like apple? Yes, I like apples. I do enjoy them. They're delicious. Or are you asking about the company? Because if you're asking about the company, I don't really have too strong feelings of them. Like I have Android phones and PC products. I've never actually owned an iPhone or a MacBook, so I can't really comment on personal experience with them. But like I got my wife an iPhone, so like it was good enough for her, right? I'm not really against them. Check. Not the fruit, idiot. We can hear you. I'm aware you can hear me. I've been streaming for quite some time, man. Alright, just putting the screws back in the fans to reassemble them. Why is your poodle sleeping on the table? That's actually that's my microphone. Come on. It's just a wind protector. I'll move it out of the... No, I don't want to move that because then that'll be terrible audio. Woo! Drop the screwdriver. Leave my poodle alone, man. Let it sleep. Isn't there like an idiom that says "let sleeping dogs lie" or something like that? It's not a poodle, man. Calm down. All right. Now I have to clean the thermal paste off of these things. What's going on here? Can you guys... Nope, that wasn't the right one. There we go. That looks better, I think. There's that. It's not an animal. Fart. What? Fart shield. Yes. If I were to ever fart directly into my microphone, it would assist in blocking out the wind. Jeez. All right. I don't think I got enough feedback. What do you guys want to see from my videos in the future? Like, all I really got was somebody watches me because of the HD 530 videos. I want to know more. What do you guys really want to see going forward? How can I make content that is interesting and engaging for you? What do I do well and what do I suck at? That's kind of what I'm asking. Random. Stuff. Thanks. Hopeful. Reviews. Buy a Game Boy for 30. Is that pounds or euro? I don't know what that is. I don't want a Game Boy. Do not wash your heatsink with water to get the dust off. Did not end well. I really hope that I review the GTX 1000 series as well. I'm actually working to go to Computex to maybe be there for the launch, so we'll see if that develops. That would be pretty sweet. Review, but I don't do games on my channel. Like, I know I did the Will It Play, but like the thing for me with those was that they were at least hardware centered. Like, I'm not really a gamer. Like, I can't... That's not good. Alright. Like, I can't really review games well enough that I think I should put it on my channel. Like, I know when I enjoy games, but I'm not necessarily sure what makes games good or bad, or, like, what criteria I should use to review them on. Like, I'm only going to do it if I have more of an in-depth knowledge of the subject matter, and for games it's really not there. Like, I'll leave that to people who are actually good at it. Alright, that's done. Cool. Let's clean this off. Move the screws back. Yeah, I really want to get Pascal and Polaris as soon as they come out. We'll see if that happens. I mean, Wootware, at least from what our conversations, they seem pretty committed to making sure that I get Power Color and Galax cards. So, hopefully that'll continue in the future, as long as I do well. You have a $1,500 PC, but no games. That's correct. Actually, no, I have plenty of games. I use them for benchmarking and the like, but yeah, I don't have time to play games. It just doesn't exist. But also, like, if I could get away, if I could get a gaming laptop that has a high-end processor with no dedicated GPU, I'd be okay with that. Because most of my workload is processor bound, like rendering videos. So, all right, it's time to apply the thermal paste. Bloop. Bloop. There we go. Oh, that broke. That's not good. I'm really glad that Linus Tech Tips did that like video on how much thermal paste actually matters, because it's just kind of freeing to know that I can tell everybody to be quiet with regards to how much thermal paste I'm putting on my stuff, because it actually doesn't matter a whole lot as long as you're not putting too little or too much. There's a lot of reviews maybe doing... Yeah, the problem with builds is finances. So as soon as I have finances for builds or sponsors for them, I will for sure do them. Like right now I actually do have a build going on, and it's... what is it? It's a free NAS build. Cooler Master has graciously supplied me with one of their Silencio cases. And so I'm going to use that to build a free NAS for all of my files that I put on my computer. What am I saying? All of my video projects, like, they're currently sitting on this 1 terabyte drive, and I really need to get them off of my laptop. I need to put them elsewhere. So I'm working on that currently, and that should be out sometime within the next couple of weeks. So a lot of reviews, yeah. One of the interesting things that I've been kind of trying to figure out with regards to my videos moving forward is, like, to get more views, I obviously need to put like $500 build in my video title, but my builds are going to be based on rand pricing since I'm in South Africa, and so, like, if I put 5,000 rand computer build, I'm gonna get the South African audience who is looking for that crap, but I'm not necessarily going to get the exposure. That's really good. Arduino Pi home automation builds. I actually don't understand why you only have 1,000 subs. I do. I fully understand why I only have 1,000 subs. And I'm currently working on advancing past that. Home automation. Yeah. Although there's not a whole lot in my house that I can really automate. Like, I don't own anything fancy. So there's that. Like, I have a Raspberry Pi just sitting in my desk right now. So I could definitely work with that. It's just a matter of, like, this is a pain in the butt. It's just a matter of what exactly am I going to do with that. Come on now. Alright, this is a pain in my butt. Stop it. You go on there. And you stay on there, please. I'm currently having trouble. Let me show you guys. Currently having trouble with attaching the Wi-Fi stuff. Focus. You focus at all? Come on now. You're not going to focus. Yeah. There we go. That one's on. Please don't pull off. How old am I? I am 25. Dang it! You came out again. Game Boy emulator running on the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, but that's been done 1,000 times already. And, like, I'm not necessarily sure I have enough charisma or, like, brains to bring anything relevant or new to the table on that. Okay, the Wi-Fi clips are done now. Let me put this back on so that they don't fall off. Bloop. All right, you stay on there. You're secured. Nope, you're not. Dang it! There we go. All right. There we go. Now they're secure. Reapplying. Okay, so this is all back on. I need to screw everything back in. Just give it a shot. I could give it a shot. It's just, like, I really don't agree with creating content for the sake of having it. Like, I would rather not say anything if I don't have something valuable to add to the conversation. If you read GPUs, you can review emulation. No, I know I can do it. That's not the issue. It's one, does it interest me? And honestly, no, not a whole lot. And then two, like I don't think I would be adding anything to that conversation. The reason that I'm really into actually doing reviews now is because I realize there's nobody doing it in South Africa. Like, it's not like there's a huge white space for me to be able to review things here, because, like, there's maybe 2 or 3 other players in the YouTube space, but it's not major. So, like, I have a ton of I have a ton of value to bring to a South African audience. I have no desire to reprogram my wife. She is amazing. So, yeah, that's not a good idea. Just throw that out there. I think I put in too many screws. I think the X means that I shouldn't screw there. I think. Let me check the back plate. That would make a lot of sense. White space in Africa, racism. No, man. No, man. Actually, parts really aren't that expensive when you consider, like, if you convert the pricing from U.S. dollars to rand, and then you include the cost to like ship them from America, it's really not that bad. I'm just checking the screws. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I did it wrong. My computer went to sleep. That's not cool. All right. Wait a second. Okay, that would make sense. I think. Nope. No, you are not the right size. That is the wrong size screw. Where do you go then? I probably should have documented that. Well, it's too late now. So, time to rescrew in everything else. Yeah, with like part pricing here in South Africa, one of the things that like I considered doing at the beginning was like actually shipping stuff from America to here, and really it was just cheaper to buy from here and more convenient, honestly. So, yes, my first live stream. I actually did a test like a couple hours ago to see if my network could handle it, and it can, so I'm doing it. Current hardware reviews supplied by Rootware reviewed and returned. For most of them, at this point, yes. They've been very gracious with that. But at the beginning, I was actually purchasing and reselling. But Wootware has been amazing. They are an amazing company, which is why I work with them. And I contacted them to help me start my YouTube channel. And they're so awesome, they said yes. And so, like, it's just been a really good relationship. I'm constantly blown away by them and, like, their attention to customer support. Like, it's fantastic. Like, the only company that I've had a better customer service experience with is Amazon. And that's just because, like, Amazon just doesn't give a crap because they have so much money. Like, there was a time that I bought headphones from Amazon, and I straight up lost them, like completely lost them. And I contacted their customer service, and I was like, "Hey, can you replace them?" And like they were like, "That's kind of against our policy." And I was like, "Fine, no problem." So they came back to me like 30 seconds later, and they were like, "We talked with our manager, and I guess it's fine. We'll send you a new pair of headphones." Wootware is a South African computer retailer, basically like Newegg. So they're pretty amazing. Their customer service is fantastic, and I don't say that because they sponsor me. I say that because it's like they're actually really good. Wootware is my go-to. Never had any issues. Yeah, I've never had. I mean, I've had issues with things that I've purchased from them, but like they're really cool about it. Like they'll test it at their place and make sure everything's working, and if it's not, then they'll RMA it and do a refund. Like they're really cool about that stuff. Okay, that's connected. Nope, no it wasn't. Okay, there we go. Why did I move to Africa? I am currently involved in some charity work. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. I just happen to do YouTube as a side project. All right, all that's screwed in. Time to get the fans in. Yeah, their price, like Whitware's pricing is really good, but even on stuff that they're not like completely matched with other retailers on, like their customer service makes up for it. So I really don't have an issue recommending them to anybody at all. You're building a PC right now. Should you wait till Pascal and Polaris are released? Well, it depends on your needs. Like, do you want a game right now, or do you want a game like in a few months when they're released? And like, I know they're being announced in June, but that's not necessarily the consumer launch of everything. And then also, it's likely that like they're just going to be launching the 1080, and not entry level or even mid level consumer card. So like it depends really on what you need, because if you need a lower end card, and you need it soon, then I really don't see a reason why you should wait. Like it's going to be an improvement for sure, but like if you need a GPU now, get a GPU now. Did that fall out? What? I have an extra screw, but it looks like it came out. What? It came out of my SSD bracket. Like, there's a screw missing right here on the SSD. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Appears to be the right size. Wait, no. This. Aha. Apparently, I've always been missing that screw. This is the screw to put the battery back in. Okay, never mind. Let me take that out. One screw's good enough for an SSD. Do I like Trump? Define like. That's a complicated and messy question that you're asking right there, sir. Because if I say yes, then there's a lot of connotations that go along with that. And if I say no, there are a lot of connotations that go along with that as well. Okay, so thermal paste was reapplied. Fans are all secured back in. Now it is time for me to hot glue this. Here we go. Let me move that. Hot glue this piece right here back in, because this, let's see if that will focus. This little plastic nub right here broke off of the bottom, which is probably due to my carelessness and not MSI's fault. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and claim it. It's 100% due to my carelessness and has nothing to do with MSI's build quality. I actually really love this laptop. Like, no issues with this thing. So, all right. Just trying to figure out the correct orientation for it before I hot glue it in, not super glue. Sir. Why don't you like to be called sir? What's wrong with that? Why am I not allowed to talk to people the way that I talk to people? Why do you get to dictate how I communicate? I don't like being told what to do. Actually, I'm not that confrontational. What is going on? Is it like this? Stop it. My fingers stick to it. That looks about right, I think. Or is it more like that? Alright. Now I gotta plug the hot glue gun in. I don't have an outlet that's close enough, so I just have to let it charge. Alright, so now's the fun part of waiting for the hot glue gun to charge, or to heat up, whatever. You said please. Yeah, I know you said please. Ah, poop. That fell down. Let's fix that. Sorry for the shaky image. I'm working on getting a second. Actually, the only reason I don't have a dual camera setup is because my other camera is my laptop webcam. So I have this, and that's it. Yeah, so just waiting for the hot glue gun to charge. Heat up. I don't know why I keep saying charge. So, any questions while we wait? Because you're not a sir. Sir is a very generic term. All right. What cam am I using? The Logitech C920, like the generic 1080p webcam that everybody has. It's pretty decent. Does anybody know where I can get a capture card in South Africa? Because if I could find one, then I could actually use my DSLR. But unfortunately, I have no idea where to get that. So I'm limited to webcams at this point. The yellow on the Galaxy Cards fans made me want to wrap my PC and peripherals. I know what had started that. Made you want to wrap them? Like in Christmas wrapping or like present wrapping? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not quite sure what you mean by wrap your peripherals and PCs. Could you explain? I've been streaming for 25 minutes. That's it? It's crazy. No, can't be that long. No, it was longer than that. What? Why are you only saying 26 minutes? That's not cool. Have you tried searching Takealot? Yeah. Capture cards really just don't exist here. Ones that are actually any good, because I would want it to record in 1080-60, and I just have no idea where to get one of those. Vinyl wrap. Why? Why, like, what, do you have, like, a picture that you can link to that I could see what you're talking about? Like, what are you doing with your PC and your peripherals to vinyl wrap them? For 50-15. Yeah, for some reason on my end, it says that I've only been streaming for 25 minutes. But I know I started just roughly after 2:30, so... Yeah, the two things that I really want here in South Africa that they don't really have is a game capture card, and then also a DX racer chair, or like one of those racing seats, because like this one is falling apart. And until I find like one that I love, I'm not just gonna go out and buy a new chair. Like, it's a chair, I sit in it. So unless it looks cool, I have no desire to buy a new office chair. No, I know what vinyl wrapping is, but like, what exactly are you looking to do? Do you have an example to show me? Alright, the hot glue is almost ready. Woo. It's coming out. Do-do-do. Alright, I think we're almost ready. Yeah, that almost burnt me. So, pretty close. Try the Google. Are you talking about for like the game capture card in the chair? Because like I've Googled it. I'm not that technologically inept that I don't know how to use Google. It's just that they don't really exist with any of the main manufacturers, not manufacturers, but retailers that I've seen. Like I've seen some like shoddy websites that say they sell them, but I'm not sure if I want to trust those people. Remove my keys and wrap the Razer keyboard, wrap the case and border. Are you talking like D-brand type stuff? Or like slick wraps, whatever it's called? Alright, I think we're good to go. The hot glue. That is very hot. Alright. Let's move the camera. Woo. That's probably way too much glue. In fact, I can guarantee it is. But better too much than not enough. At least that's my typical philosophy. Alright, let's let that set. Lay vinyl wrap. You can ship D-brand to South Africa. They just announced like really good prices on global shipping. Like I checked it out, and I think it was like $2-3 to have it shipped to South Africa. Yeah, one of the difficulties that I've really seen with the South African market in general is like the interest is here, but just the investment for manufacturers is not, which is really unfortunate because I think like there's a market for it, but then again, like I'm not at all informed of like shipping rates across an entire continent because you have to go through all of Africa to get here, or at least go through South America and then cross over. So it's not a simple proposition for a business to stay stuff here. You want to take time to say thank you for producing some amazing content from South Africa. You're welcome. I do my best because I realized that nobody else was really trying to do it. And I really wanted to. So is that YouTube link for me, or is that for somebody else in the chat? All right. The easiest way I think to do this is to attach the gasket first and then put it back on. Yeah, it's just so crazy to me, like, that there's hardly anybody in South Africa who's really hitting YouTube hard. Like, I know there's a few big guys like Casper, like he has 5 million subs, 5 or 6 million subs. I've never watched his stuff, but like I know he exists. But just in general, like there's hardly a lot of like YouTube upstarts here, which is strange. But I also think it has a lot to do with Telcom, because I am not a fan of Telcom. I will say that much. How do I do this? Do I put like watch before I watch equals or something? Oh, that's not working. Can I search YouTube with that link? Or that, like, half of a URL? Paste. Go. Weird Russian singer? Chum Drum Badrum? Not sure if that's actually what you want me to watch. Is that the right one? Yeah, it has the right link. I'm not watching it. Not right now. Thank you, though. Yeah, there's a lot of South African... I mean, there's not even that many South African vloggers as far as I know. Then again, I'm not, like, scouring for them. But it's just strange, like... like there's plenty of open space here for people to get involved in YouTube, and they're just not doing it, which is the strange thing for me. Okay, so that's it. Thermal paste was applied. I checked out the fan. Didn't think anything was going wrong there, so I have no idea. All of this is good. Time to put the battery back in. I've been looking for that video for years. What video? Oh, I'm not gonna play the video just because I don't have headphones to actually listen to it, because I'm streaming on my desktop, so like there's no audio coming through. Ultra wide gaming, you're saying you'd like to try doing YouTube? Is that what you mean by I'd like to try? Okay, this is done. Time to. I think that's it. Like, this is attached now. Like, this is good. This is good. That's good. This is good. I didn't mess with anything else. I think I'm set. If you guys see anything, like, I'm gonna wait until the stream delay is over. Is there anything that I missed that I should really make sure that I take out before I put the cover back on? Mr. Ben Brown. Let me look up who Mr. Ben Brown is. 533,000. He says he's from London. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. Gonna put it back in. Another channel, yes, because S7 VR GTX 970 980. All right. Oh, bummer. I put it in sideways, not sideways. Didn't adjust for the. Let me set that back up there, so you guys can see the poodle. Do I play CSGO? No, I do not play CSGO. I don't own it. Like, I honestly don't have time for games. It's one of those sad things. I wish I did. And I'm kind of taking advantage of the fact that my wife is out of town currently, and I stayed up like till 1 a.m. last night playing Final Fantasy 12 on a PS2 emulator. But other than that, like, no, man, just don't have time for games. All right. Try plastic. All right. I think this is good all around. All of the clips are firmly put back in place, so it's time to put the screws in. How am I able to live stream at this quality? I have a pretty decent LTE setup right now. Telcom did a promotion where you, like, for 600 grand a month, you got unlimited LTE. So I have that, and that's been pretty awesome because I was paying 1,000 rand a month for 100 gigs of LTE. So I'm really glad that it's unlimited now for cheaper. I actually don't have a rhyme or reason as to how I'm putting these back in, which I should probably put my my optical drive back in first. Yeah, like I have quite a few other things that I spend my time on besides gaming. Like, I have a wife, I have 2 kids, I do charity work here in South Africa, and then I make YouTube videos. So, like, squeezing all of that into a work week doesn't really happen, so I take up a lot of my spare time with YouTube. So, like, it's Honestly, I prefer it. Like, I really would rather be making content than consuming it. Although I still do consume a lot of content. Like, I'm constantly watching other YouTube videos, um, usually at double speed because I just don't have enough time to watch them at normal speed. Yeah, the amazing thing about this uncapped LTE is that they only throttle if you torrent. And since I don't torrent, I have no problems. Like, when I found out about it, I was giddy. I was very giddy because it was actually an amazing deal. The only thing is you actually had to live in areas where they provided coverage. MWeb is not the absolute worst. Telcom's pretty bad. And then you guys actually haven't had to deal with Comcast, which, don't get me wrong, is not as bad as Telcom, but Comcast is still pretty bad, especially the customer support. It's pretty rough. At least when I had them, I never had a good experience calling them. Oh man. Okay, so this was an issue that I noticed before I was working on my laptop, and then I just forgot about it. But right there is a screw that I screwed in under the backplate. So I have to take this backplate off now, get that screw out, and then put it back on. I forgot about that. Mama. What are you talking about? Streaming? What are you talking about? What is everybody talking about? The context is really difficult to work with when what about Access? I know nothing of Access. I've only ever had Telcom, so. Mainly because I was kind of scared to go to anybody else. I really had very little idea of what's going on here in South Africa, as far as like how to set up contracts and all of that kind of stuff. So I just went with the biggest guy because it was the easiest thing for me to do. I've heard good things about AfroHost. Although I've heard bad things about everybody, actually. AfroHost literally phoned my friend at 2 a.m. Nice. Good customer support can make up for a mediocre product, for sure. Which, like, internet here in South Africa is really mediocre. Like, data caps? Oh my goodness. Like, how do you guys deal with that? Like, I came from T-Mobile for my phone carrier in the States, where I paid $50 a month, and I got unlimited everything. Like, I didn't know what airtime was when I got here, because I was just like, we have minutes, but like I had unlimited. So like, how do I deal with this? So like, I'm with Vodacom and I'm with Telcom for everything because they were the biggest players, and it was honestly just the least exploratory thing for me to do. What is this stream about? This stream is about me working on a few things with my laptop. And also, I try to put out videos every Monday and every Thursday. But unfortunately, I've been incredibly sick over the past 2 weeks, and my wife has been in Mozambique. So that means that I have been alone with my 2 sons, which has meant that like I have not had time to work on videos. So I thought this was a really good way of me putting out a video on Monday, since I have to work on my laptop because there were some issues. But I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can get a video done, work on my laptop. It's all good. Look at your screen, Chris. Look at your screen, man. Hey, don't fall. All right. Now I need to get the clips. What are you actually modding? So all I did was really clean out the fans, replace the thermal paste on my GPU and my CPU, and then hot glued a piece that I broke. So there's that. I have broken a few clips on the front of this laptop, which like they don't necessarily make it easy to work on this. And then also, like, I have to void my warranty in order to be able to do this, which I really don't like. But other than that, this laptop is amazing. No work or school today. Why no work or school today? Like, I work from home, so I actually have very little idea of what's going on. AMD or Intel? Depends which is on sale. Like, I'm not really a fanboy of anybody. Like, right now I have an Intel 6700K on my system, but then I have an R7 370 for my graphics card. So there's that. Who won the mouse giveaway, if you have drawn that? Well, in South Africa, the person actually hasn't responded just yet. Oh my gosh. Why are you not coming off? Ah. Why do people ask that question? My goodness. Okay. Yeah, like, I'm not really a fanboy, so I don't care. It's really, like, for me, it's which one provides a better value proposition. Which is, like, why I really like to include value stuff in my videos, is because I really... Dang it. The hot glue didn't stay. I thought I unscrewed this. Poop. That's... Oh, I see what happened. That's bad. It's a holiday. It's a holiday. Okay, come on. There we go. That stinks. Okay. So when I screw... Oh, come on. The screw actually lodged itself so that it wouldn't unscrew. Oh man, I'm gonna need some pliers. Is the 960 a good graphics card? Yes. Not sure that it's the best value. I need pliers. If you can get a R9 380 cheaper, I would totally go with the 380. Unless you're going to be playing games that require NVIDIA GameWorks, in which case I would go with the 960. Yes, I am using an external mic. Not Audacity, I'm using XSplit. Just going straight to XSplit. Ah, poop. This isn't what I wanted to happen. Here. So, that piece that I hot glued came unhot glued, but now the screw is stuck. So, I am trying to unscrew it. This floppy thing is not helpful in this situation. Your 960 didn't come with a backplate, which made your PC inside look like crap. Yeah, backplates are really nice for aesthetics. Like, you didn't go with Galax because they include a backplate with their 960, which is really nice. And up until the 950 Sniper, they had a backplate on all of their graphics cards. What the poop? Okay, this isn't gonna work. Let's see, will this screwdriver work? You play Minecraft. Yeah, dude, 960 is fine. 950 would be fine. Dude, like, cheapness. Whatever's the best value, dude. Like, if something's on sale, get that. Oh, my goodness. How old am I? I already answered that question, man. I'm 25. Yeah, dude, if you're only playing Minecraft, you should be totally fine. we go. I guess I'll try it one more time. No audio. There's no audio. Why is there no audio? There should be audio. Do you guys have no audio? I will investigate. Hello? Can you hear me? Integrated GPU from Minecraft. You guys have audio? Everybody else has audio? Okay. Never mind. I won't investigate. It's just you, dude. Just you. Building a PC from EveTech. Are they good? You know, that's a really tricky question. I have not heard many good customer service experiences from EveTech. So, but I can't comment on them personally. So like, I really don't know, but at the same time, the stuff I've heard has not been good. All right. Where is that screw that I missed earlier that I need to unscrew? What is that button for? Okay, what is that button for? Can anybody tell me? This guy. What does this one do? What was that screw? What? Okay, let me check. Hold on. Or is that that's the screw for the SSD? No? Yes? It is. That's weird. Oh, okay. That's not gonna work. Build a PC yourself, way more intriguing. Matrix, come on, man. Like, Matrix isn't even a consideration when it comes to building PCs here in South Africa. Dude, go with Wootware. That's my personal suggestion. Like, even if they may be a little bit more expensive than EveTech or anybody else, like, their customer service is phenomenal. Like, I really haven't heard any horror stories from Wootware. I've heard some bad things about EveTech. I've heard good things about Rebeltech. Never used them personally, so again, I can't say. But I suggest Wootware. You know, I appreciate the enthusiasm for building your own PC. Like, it's definitely a good thing, but at the same time, like, sometimes convenience is just nice. I like convenience. Like, that's why I have a laptop, because it's convenient. All right, so currently I am heating up the glue gun to reattempt to glue this thing back in place, which it should totally stay as long as I'm not going to take this apart anytime soon, hopefully, as long as the fan is fixed. Yeah, Wootware service is amazing. They do stock amazing products. Like, they have exclusives on Galax and Power Color and Fantex, which is, like, all really good brands. So, like, they do have a lot of value to offer. There's audio. Just going back through the chat to see if I missed anything. What about components? Where do you recommend I get them? Wootware. Yeah, go with Wootware. Like, send them an email. Hit them up on the live chat when they're available. They'll totally help you out. Yeah, they're fantastic. I have 2 outstanding emails to EveTech that haven't been replied to when I was looking to buy some stuff. And then Rebeltech responded pretty quickly. But Wootware is pretty good. Yes, the DIY sound dampening egg boxes was a failed attempt. Like, as you can see, there's also tape where the rest of them were. And so I just haven't figured out a good way to mount them yet, because all of the ones that were taped up there pretty much fell off. So I'm going to figure that out. We'll see. Currently, actually, I had a really bad experience a few days ago with with my audio. Stop it. So one of the things that happened with my audio was I use an XLR input to a lavalier mic, like the mic that I wear, into my audio recorder. And what happened was that broke, and so I can't use that anymore. But I only have this shotgun mic, but it picks up tons of ambient noise, so I put an egg crate on the shotgun mic. So hopefully that will work in my upcoming videos. But like, all of the videos that I released in the past 2 weeks were shot 2 weeks ago. And within those 2 weeks, my audio solution broke, and then my wife went to Mozambique, and she comes back soon. But I've been on single dad duty, have had broken audio, so just like getting videos done has been kind of difficult as of late. Oh, okay, that's hot. That's hot. That's probably why they call it hot glue gun. Hot. All right. Let us try this glue gun solution again. Oh, but the little strands from hot glue always annoy the snot out of me. Buy a door countertop or wood, use sealing white paint on it, spray gloss finish, trunking for cables, and is that your way of spelling voila? Because it's VOILA for future notice. Good attempt though. What RAM do you recommend for recording Minecraft vids? I actually don't know. I'm not. Let me see how much RAM usage I currently have with my screen recording. I'm currently using 5 gigabytes out of my 32. So like I would say 8 to 16 is probably really good. Yeah, just make sure dual channel is probably better for recording, although I can't verify that currently. I know that dual channel makes a huge difference when it comes to like integrated graphics performance and a few other things. But 8 gigabytes should be the minimum, I would say. 16 if you get a good deal. All right, that should be enough glue. Yeah, that should be sturdy. There we go. There we go. All right, the sound's back on. Good, good, good. All right. I just spit all over my computer. That should be fine. Hopefully. We'll see if it turns on. Cool. Now it's time to put everything back on. Hopefully this works. Rendering. What's rendering? What are you talking about rendering for? Are you talking about rendering in terms of like what dual channel makes a difference in? Because that is true. I just didn't think to say it. Which means that you are smarter than I am. Which isn't entirely surprising. I'm going to stream until I'm done. Unless you have like something you really want to talk to me about. Then I can sit and chat, I suppose. My kids are currently taking a nap, so I should be theoretically free for the next hour. Me too. I wonder how the AMD APUs are going to perform. I know that, like, my 7850K that I have, like, it's good. Like, the CPU is mediocre, but, like, the GPU is phenomenal. Like, it's 60 to 100% better than the HD 530 in some regards. That's a rough estimate. Alright, cheers, Chris the Assassinator. Thanks for watching, man. thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Your battery's gonna die. Oh, shame. Like, I do appreciate everybody taking the time out of their day to come watch me mess around with the laptop. I never thought that would actually happen. So just getting the opinion of the crowd currently, like whenever I'm working on projects like this, would you prefer to see it live streamed? Ah, camera setup. There we go. So I'm just screwing everything back in now. Hopefully everything's set and I don't have to do any maintenance on this further. Bam. Videos and make a day of your choice for live streams for X amount of time. That's a good point. Probably a set duration would be better for like the people who want to consume the content. I think one of my hesitancies with live streaming, one has been my internet connection, which up until recently hasn't been up to snuff. But then two, like, what do I do? Like, it just so happened that I had maintenance work to do today, so this works out. And like, I do have stuff that I'm constantly doing that I guess I could live stream and just have people join in for. Oh, there are the rest of the screws, which would be nice. But like, I can't guarantee what days those are on. Like, I can guarantee what days my pre-recorded videos will be on because I pre-record them and I work on them well before they come out. But one of the issues that I always have is I don't work on YouTube until like late at night, like past 9 o'clock. So like from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. until like 1 or 2 a.m. is my YouTube time, which one, I probably won't get a huge South African audience at that point, but then also two, a lot of it's just like boring editing, which I'm not sure people want to watch. RMC videographers, I know that you're. I noticed that you're back. Did the tent setting up go well? It's all taken care of. Second channel for vlogs or streams. Yeah, I could do that, but like, one of the things that I've kind of, I don't know if I've realized this or I just like think this of myself, is like I don't think I have the persona that can carry a channel. Like if I was the most interesting thing about a channel, I probably don't think I'd have more than like 20 subs. So like, it's a really interesting place for me to be in as far as like, I have subscribers because I think it's more about the content than it is about me. And so I'm kind of skeptical that making a channel that's all about me is actually going to be successful. Do I think this is better buying an AMD A10 7870K and overclocking it, or buying an A10 7890K? I'm actually not sure. I've never tested the 7870 or the 7890. What I noticed from the APUs as far as the graphics goes, the only thing that really made any difference was the RAM speed. So just make sure you have dual channel and like high speed. Like that, it'd probably be better for you to go with the 7870 if that means you can afford faster RAM, because that would probably give you better graphics performance if you're not having a dedicated GPU, that is. Okay, cool. All right, so this is all done. Completely set back up. So now it is time. Let me figure out a good way to do this. Now it is time to see if she works and if she's still making that clicking noise with the fan, because that was unfortunate. All right. Oh, I got crud on the back of it. Oh, I scratched it too. That stinks. I scratched it, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But there's a scratch there, and it's definitely noticeable in person. All right. Oh man, this is super dusty, but you guys are going to get to see it anyways. There we go. All right, there's the laptop. Let's turn it on. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. That's unfortunate. Okay. Maybe the battery's dead. Let me go get my charger. I don't think the battery's dead. I think I didn't plug something in. I'm sad. Be right back. All right, so I'm plugging it in. Dead battery. Yes. Awesome. It's just a dead battery. Oh wait, you guys should see if it still works. A6 7400K was the worst thing you ever bought. You know, I don't know what it's like. There we go. Trying to get the lights to cooperate. I'm not sure if it's just the A10s or the A8s, but like the 7850K I have is phenomenal. And then my wife has a laptop with an A8 something or another quad core, and that thing hauls too. Like I haven't had a bad experience with an AMD APU. All right, there we go. So it works. Let me see if I can hear the clicking. So one of the... No, sounds good now. Yeah, perfect. Cool. That worked. Cool. Let me get some light back in here. One of the issues that I've had with the 950 Pro on the laptop was the drive that the NVMe, the M.2 drive goes into doesn't work on UEFI BIOS. It only works on a legacy BIOS, which then takes like the boot process another 20 seconds to work. So my boot speeds actually aren't that good on this laptop, even though it has like a wicked fast drive. And then also the M.2 slots on the laptop are only rated for, I think it's like 12 gigabits, and like the max speed of the 950 Pro is like 1.6 gigabytes, which is 1.6 times 8. What's 16 times 8? 64 times 2. 12.8. No, wait. So it's less than that. 12.8 is what it's supposed to run at. I think this runs at 10 or something like that. You always get a bad experience with Intel CPUs. I've never had a bad experience with Intel CPUs. I've never had a bad experience with any CPU, honestly. So that's about it. Yeah, so the laptop works. The clicking sound is gone. I repaired that little notch thing with hot glue. I reapplied thermal paste. Actually, let me test that real quickly. What the thermals are on this. One of the cool things about the laptop is that it has two fans, and so you just press a button, and then both of the fans run at full speed. But even I noticed when I'm rendering stuff, even when I have both of the fans running at full speed, it still thermal throttles as far as like getting a boost clock. Package temperature is 47 right now. That's not good. All right, so right now I'm running Intel XTU. I'm just running the benchmark. And this will show me the package temperature as well as thermal throttling issues that are going on. Which actually this is much better than I've experienced before. But let's let it run for a little bit. Focus, man. Focus, camera. This screen is so dusty. Ah! Why are you not focusing? Why are you no focus? How do you remove keys on a mechanical keyboard? Like this, my good sir. Just pull it up. That's all you do. Straight up. A lot of manufacturers will actually include keycap pullers. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so this is something that's never happened before. I've never gotten the turbo frequency of 3.5 without it thermal throttling. So there's 0% thermal throttling. I think it thermals at 90, and it's running 86. So it looks like reapplying the GPU or reapplying the thermal paste actually worked pretty well. I'm pretty surprised. That's cool. Arrange your wiring, please. Dude, okay. So you want me to arrange my wiring, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about being a tech YouTuber that nobody tells you. I have to benchmark this, which means that I have to have it on my bench table, which means that I don't have a place to put all of this wiring. And I have to move this around so frequently that actually like running it under my desk properly won't, like, it doesn't work because I have to move this to different places depending on what I'm doing. So like the life of actually always reinstalling different things on your system and constantly putting things in, pulling things out, like wiring just gets thrown to the side. Like this isn't my system anymore. Like this is my YouTube channel system. So like I have nothing to do about that because like if I spent the time to put it all together, I would spend just as much time taking it apart in 2 days when I have to move my test bench. How often should laptops thermal paste be reapplied? I have no idea. Like this is the first time I'm ever doing it because like I've always wanted like I've never really needed, like I've never paid attention to what my turbo clocks were or anything like that because like the only thing I ever used to do was gaming. But with video production, like there's a noticeable render time difference between when my CPU is running at 2.8 and when it's running at 3.5. And so like putting that thermal paste on it makes a huge difference for me because like I will now get the full performance. But like for gaming, like I'd be fine with 2.8. I don't really need it to turbo boost at all. So there's that. Have a setup desk. R799400. Yeah. Why do I have egg holders on my door? I've attempted some soundproofing in my office, but that has not gone well. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Have a setup desk. Yeah, I try to do everything as low of cost as possible as far as like let's get lighting better. As far as like how much I care about aesthetics and all of that kind of stuff. Like I could buy stuff that would help me to route the cables a bit better, and I could buy a better desk and I could buy a better chair. But those are things that just really, the value proposition of me spending money on those things versus what they actually yield for like my actual usage is very little. So I'm not as inclined to spend money on that stuff as opposed to like I could get a new desk or I could buy a new audio system, which makes a lot more difference for me at least because then I'm producing better content for you guys. Whereas a cleaner desk doesn't help me produce better content. And that's more what I'm focused about rather than like having good aesthetics. So like the Cooler Master build that I'm doing right now for my FreeNAS, like I spent time on cable management with that, because it's something that it makes better content if it looks nicer. So I'll do it all day for like making videos purposes, like showing you guys what good cable management looks like. Yes, absolutely. But when it comes to like outright utility, which is what my entire desk and test bench are for, I don't care. I don't care at all. So there's that. Do you know what causes Intel laptops to slow down after like 6 months? Nope. No, I don't. Sorry. Because there could be a whole number of things. It could be your hard drive. It could be your CPU. Probably not likely. It's probably your hard drive more than anything. Like I've had AMD laptops slow down, so I really wouldn't say hello at all. So yeah, it's more than likely your hard drive. If you're not running an SSD in there, like that'd probably be the biggest bump in performance for you. Why don't I buy foam off of eBay? Because I have ordered things off of eBay since I've been in South Africa, and I've received none of them. Shipping to here has not been good for me, so I'm not going to order things foreign anymore. I'm only going to source local because it's a huge headache to find things that are like external. Do I have a gaming channel? I did, and then I realized that it was all about my personality, and like I can't bring content that's good enough with my personality that's going to make people want to watch the gaming channel. So like it was a wasted effort on my part. Like I don't think I was providing good enough content for the amount of time that I was putting into it, so I just stopped it altogether. So it still exists, but like I don't have it anymore. Like I unlisted all of the videos, so it's gone. Personal question: does your YouTube earnings say hello at all? I don't know what that means. Are you asking if I get paid by YouTube? I don't. I've received zero from doing my YouTube channel. Like I have made no money off of this. This is all for the content that I want to produce for you guys and helping you guys out and doing reviews and like actually caring about an audience and making sure that they receive good quality content. So I have received no money. So there's that. You can't even pull one key. Yeah, some of them are difficult, but like as long as it's a Cherry MX switch, like it should just be able to pull straight off. I don't know. I think that's it. Like my laptop's working great now. I really appreciate everybody coming in to watch my first live stream. Please let me know if you want me to do more of these. Like I don't want to be doing content that people aren't actually going to watch. So please let me know in the chat or in the comments afterwards, because this will go up as a video. Let me know if you actually want me to do live stream content. It won't replace my reviews. Like I have plenty of stuff to do reviews on. So like that, this isn't going to replace content. It only did for Monday, but whatever. That's not going to happen going on in the future. It's a Razer switch, which they use Cherry MX greens if I'm not mistaken. So it should be a MX switch. Yeah. So like there's plenty of good content coming forward. Like I really am trying to get a review done on my laptop, and then I have the Rajan Tech cooler to do a review on. I have a bunch more Rajan Tech coolers to do reviews on. I have my FreeNAS build that I'm doing a video on. Then I have plenty of stuff. Like content is not the issue, time is the issue at this point, but I'm working on it. Stay still. This little tripod is terrible. Okay, that didn't work at all. Stop it. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's it for the live stream. Go on Social Blade to check how much you made on your video. No, Social Blade actually isn't an entirely good representation of how much money people make on YouTube. Like, I know what it says I make on there, and I have not made any of that. I have made $0 from YouTube. Like, I have not received any cash. So, like, while it says that, it's not entirely true. It actually just guesses based on averages. So, Kale switches. I have no idea how to work with Kale switches. I'm sorry. I've never used them. So that's it. I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate it. I will have a video up on Thursday, which will likely be a review of the test bench that I'm currently using. So that's coming shortly. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers. In the live stream. Come on. What?